Hey folks, how's it going? This is Iron Seagull here with something a little different today. And I came across this thing called the Sonic Infinity engine made by Oban. And I initially discovered this because there's a Sonic YouTuber that I've started watching just recently named Garrulous64, and he did a video on this. And I was like, wow, this looks so cool. I just gotta check this out for myself and also do a video because this is really freaking cool. So this is made with the Unreal Engine, I believe, and just playing around with this, it's just like a little concept thing. And Oban, he wants to like move on to other things, so unfortunately he's not going to be developing this anymore, but he wanted to still release it to the public so that it doesn't go to waste. And look at this! Look at the skydiving thing that happens when you go up high enough. That's so awesome. That's probably my favorite thing, but yeah, I decided not to let it go to waste, so we released it to the public, and yeah, like, gosh dang it, Sonic Team, why didn't Forces play like this? Like, look how awesome the homing attack looks with the whole, like, intense cinematic feel. Like, you really feel the oomph, like, every time you pull it off. And it is also really neat how even after you pull off a successful homing attack, you can still jump another time, so you have a little bit better aerial control as well. And the controls are pretty similar to Generations. There's no drift, although keep in mind this isn't like completely ready out of the gate for fan game production or anything like that, so maybe that was planned but just not implemented. So yeah, there's that. So this is just like a kind of sandbox to play around with and look at all the capabilities of the engine. Yeah, so there's the Eggman springs, and you got some normal springs right here, and you got the propeller springs, and you can do some other homing attack changes and be like, mid-air boost! So, it is possible to do the stomp with the B button. So, what is really cool too is that if you have the Xbox 360 controller for Windows plugged in, it'll just recognize the controls automatically. You don't need to do anything special, so that is what I'm playing with. And let's see, there is also the, hold on, the, oh yeah, with the bumper buttons, you can do the sidestep and the somersault, and also, yeah, have the tricks. It's not like the button presses like in Generations, but yeah, still get these little trick animations. And by the way, Shadow is playable as well, because when you download it, I will leave the download link in the video description below, but when you download it, there's actually two different folders with two different EXEs, so one of them's for Sonic, one is for Shadow. It's organized, so don't worry about that. So I'll show off Shadow in a couple of minutes, and I actually really like how Shadow plays and looks. I like him even more than Sonic. But yeah, even got like some tunnels right here, and you can also go underwater. Look how awesome this looks! Just and you got the bubbles and the whoop whoop, and you got the air meter, though. You don't die, actually. You do not die once you run out of water. Or, sorry, not run out of water, run out of air. So, yeah, that was probably supposed to be in, but just didn't feel like putting it in. So, I guess that's something that, if somebody does manage to make a full game out of this, that's something they'll have to do themselves. And there is some destructible scenery, so it can be like, yeah, there you go. Send that fly. Boom! And one other interesting thing that's not in Generations or any of the modern Sonic games is that you have like this exclamation mark when Sonic is near a hazard, like when the spikes, and then if you get hit, then he's like, ah! It's interesting that they have Sonic's Japanese voice actor for all the voice clips here. He's like, boom, boom, yeah! You got the balloons, so you can bounce off of all of those, so just a lot of just like the modern Sonic amenities here, and then the checkpoints. Although I don't think there's any possible way to die, because you can't drown, and there was one time when I accidentally boosted off of the edge of the world, and I just kept falling forever and ever. So, yeah, that is a thing, or rather not a thing, I guess. But, yeah, this is cool. There's plenty of space to just run around and basically feel like Sonic. Like, I really do feel like Sonic playing around with this, and that is just something that I really love about this. Like, it's just amazing that one person did this in their spare time. And it's just like, man, I wish Sonic Team could do this. Like, I don't know. I heard that after Sonic Generations, like, their level designers went on to Super Mario Odyssey, so it's like, okay, that's why that game is so good. But it's like, man, like, I don't know. I'm worried about Sonic. I really am. And this really makes me think about what could be, man. And yeah, you also do have these trick rings that can give you some boost if they're rainbow colored, but I think I need to go through this one first. Yeah, there we go. Whee! And oh yeah, another cool cinematic effect is that when you do the stomp, it actually shakes the screen. That's just another really interesting touch. And oh, the light speed dash, we do have that as well. There we go. Oh, it actually worked pretty well that time. I do have like a bit of trouble with it sometimes, but yeah, I don't know. It feels like every modern Sonic game has that problem too, so I don't know. But I think I'll actually switch over to Shadow. Oh wait, hold on. I have one last thing to show you here. So you can rotate the camera around with the right stick, and Sonic does have idle animations. Shadow unfortunately does not, but they're pretty much the same as they are in Generations, but still pretty cool to see and hear nonetheless. And yeah, it is interesting. There's also like the meters, like there's the energy meter, and then in case you're wondering, the little meter below that, that's for your speed. So maybe once I just let his idle animations go on for a little bit longer, then you can just see how that is. But and look at this. Man, this almost feels like I'm watching a trailer for Sonic 06. It's just doing the cinematic, like, panning around. Like, man, like, that's another thing that modern Sonic games are really lacking with camera control. You can just do cool things like this. Like, I guess it's because I play The Sims a lot, so that's why having camera control like this means a lot to me, but yeah, I don't know, it's cool. And with the moon in the background, and this music is badass. I have no idea where it's from, but I love it. Alright, so yeah, that's Sonic's full idle cycle. And that's really cool too that he also has like the glowing shoes, like as if he has the bounce bracelet. There's no bounce move in this game per se, but alright. Without further ado, yeah, I will be right back and I'll show you Shadow. Alright, so we are back with Shadow. Yes, how badass he is. Alright, so let's get moving! And see, like, look how awesome his skating animation is. With the fire coming off and the streaks, just, I love it so much! Yeah! And look at that, he has his very powerful looking running animation for when he boosts, and let's do a little, whoops, I meant to do the light speed dash, but I just need a little more height. Yeah! Oh boy. Whoops. Alright, so Shadow has a really interesting sidestep animation, so it'd be like, he uses chaos control a little bit, so that is really interesting. I'll show like that. So that's really cool. And it's kind of funny too, just playing around with this. It's making me think, like, what would it be like if there was the Sonic game that was like Breath of the Wild, where it was just like this big open world, like basically the adventure fields of Sonic Adventure, but the whole entire game. Though I'm not saying that would be good, because, I don't know, I'm not sure if that would really suit Sonic to have these big open spaces the whole time. Maybe it could work, I don't know, but yeah, would be very difficult, I'm sure. But yeah, I don't know, just some food for thought. Probably will never happen, but yeah, especially just running over here and going up these hills. Well, I want to do like the big jump here. Whoa! Yes, I love this skydiving thing so much. Alright, there we go, just going underwater there. And, well, I guess that's pretty much all there is to say about this. I'll show you the little trick animation for Shadow when we go off the rainbow ramp here. Woo! Awesome. But, yeah, I highly recommend downloading this. I mean, it's not like a full game experience or anything, but hopefully something more will come of this, even if not by Oban, but by somebody else, because there's just so much potential here. I love it so much. I did see someone put Westopolis into this engine, and even though it was still like very early work, it still looked really fun. And it's just like, if Shadow the Hedgehog played like that, maybe I would have liked that game a lot better. But yeah, I will leave the download link in the video description below if you want to check this out for yourself. I don't know, I still like messing around with this, it's just kind of fun. But yeah, be sure to leave a like or a comment, or even subscribe, because it lets me know that you like my content and it helps you keep up to date more easily with my latest stuff from The Sims, Sonic the Hedgehog, and more. So I'll talk to you all later, and have a great day. Thanks for watching. Yeah! Yeah! Wah! Boosting off the world, and, yeah. Skating on water.